Good morning, everyone. So online, is my voice is audible to you all? Can you confirm me in chat box once, as well as screen? Clear for all of you. So yes. So thank you for the confirmation. Now, basically, in the last class, what we have discussed. So we have discussed about the servers, types of servers, and also we have discussed about the architectures of servers. So remember, guys. So the persons who are joined today, they are not going to be affected by the yesterday's class. So if you are joining today, no problem. You can ignore the last class. I will take the backup session for you. Okay. So the persons who are joining today, so you can ignore the last class. Clear for all of you? So if you want to me take the backup, I will take the backup session. So just try to contact with the admin team. So they are going to schedule the backup session for you. And also I'm going to add one more point. So this class will not affect you the last session. Hope you clear for all of you. So online clear? So just need to confirm in chat box once. If you are joining today, so this session will not affect you the last session. Okay, you can ignore the last session. I will take the backup session for you. That's it. That's great. Now, so in the last class, we have seen like the servers, types of servers, and then architectures of our servers. Now, see here. Let's say, daily we are using the laptop, right? So daily we are using the laptop. Now, observe carefully. In the last class, I have mentioned like server is nothing but a laptop. Server is nothing but a laptop. So, observe carefully. Server server is nothing but what? It's a laptop. Now, so daily I am using laptop. Daily we are using the laptop. Now here my question was like, this is my laptop. If my laptop needs to run, if my laptop needs to run, if my laptop needs to work, what should I have? I should have one OS. What should we have here? We should have one OS. So without OS, our laptop are not going to be work. Our laptop will not run, right or not? So here my question was like, what is mean by OS? Can anyone? What is mean by OS?
Operating system.
Operating system. That's great. Now here my question was again like, what exactly the mean of operating system? What it will do? Remember, these sessions are interactive sessions only. Okay. So whether it is right or wrong, you can answer. What exactly the OS will do?
It acts as a interface between user and the server.
User and the server. That's perfect. So what the Aleki was mentioned here. So it was perfect. Let me go with the some example here. So simple example. Just try to understand the concept here. Let's say I have mentioned like server is nothing but the laptop, right? So let's say we are the humans. What we are? We are the humans. So for the humans, we know number of languages. For the humans, we know number of languages. So what we know here? We know Telugu, we know Hindi, Kannada, Malayalam. So we know Telugu, Hindi, Kannada, Malayalam, Tamil, and also we know English. Right or not? So basically, these all are the high level languages. What was that? These all are the high level languages. And also remember, server, mission, laptop, device, all are the same. But the server But the machine will only understand what? It can only understand the binary level language. Can only understand what? It can only understand the binary level language. Now, if the human wants to, if the human wants to communicate with the server, if the human wants to communicate with the laptop, what should I have? What should we have? We should have one translator, right or not? What should we have here? We should have one translator. Human can able to understand, I mean to say, human are going to communicate with the high level language, but the machine can only understand what? Binary level language. Now, if the human wants to communicate with the server, what should I have here? I should have one translator. So, here translator are nothing but what? OS. So clear for all of you what is meant by OS here? OS is nothing but what? Which provides the interface between human as well as machine. Clear for all of you. So just try to confirm in chat box once. So this was the fundamental points and also which was very important. That's great. Next. So basically these session are going to be the introduction for your Linux guys. So remember, if you are learning the AWS or if you are learning the Azure or if you are learning the GCP or if you are even learning the DevOps, without Linux, you can't learn the DevOps. You can't learn the DevOps. So let me share you the PPT of Linux here, which was very, very, very important. So see, observe carefully. Observe carefully. So Linux. So Linux is a free and open source operating system with high security. Linux is free and open source operating system with high security. With high security. Now, what exactly the mean of free and open source operating system? So see here, free and open source. Free is nothing but we can able to access the Linux without any pay. Without any pay, we can able to access the Linux.
చాలా
Open
డోర్
source.
వేసేది.
Open source. Open source is nothing but what? Anyone can access. It's open for everyone. Okay, we can able to access the Linux without any pay. Operating system with high security. For the Linux, we are having very high security. For the Linux, we are having very high security. Next, Linux is multi-user based OS. Linux is what? It's going to be the multi-user based OS. Now, what exactly the mean of multi-user based OS? So observe carefully. Let's say this is my Linux server. Server, laptop, all are the same. Okay. So this is my server now. This is my server. So it means multiple users can able to log in at a time. Multiple users can able to connect with the server at a time. So this is nothing but what? Multi-user based OS. Clear for all of you? Linux is a free and open source operating system with high security. It means what? Anyone can access without any pay. It's free for all with high security. Next, Linux is multi-user based OS. It means multiple users can able to log in at a time. Multiple users can able to log in at a time. Next, what we are having here? Operating system. So see here, an operating system is a software that acts as an interface between computer hardware components and user. An operating system is a software that acts as an interface between computer hardware components and user. Now, see here, what exactly the mean? I mean to say, that's what we have discussed, right? It is going to be the interface between user, nothing but the human, and computer hardware components, nothing but the computer. Next, after this, after this, what we are having? We are having types of OSs. What we are having here? We are having the types of OS. Now, observe carefully. So, if you are using the Windows laptop, if you are using the Windows laptop, you guys are having the Windows OS. If you are using the MacBook, you guys are having the Mac OS. If you are using the Ubuntu laptops, you guys are having the Ubuntu OS. Depends on the platform, the OS are going to be vary. If you are using the Windows laptop, you guys are having the Windows OS. If you are using the MacBook, you guys are having the Mac OS. If you are having the Ubuntu laptops, you guys are having the Ubuntu OS. Depends on the platform, it is going to be vary. But remember, the purpose of the OS is going to be the same. What exactly it will do? It will provide the interface between human as well as machine. Clear for all of you about these 3 points here? Just try to confirm in chat box once on online. So clear? So what about the others? That's great. Next. So after this, what we are having? We are having the Linux OS distributions. What we are having? Linux OS distributions. So what exactly the mean here? So we are having the number of distributions. So we are having the Red Hat, Ubuntu, Debian, CentOS, Fedora, OpenSUSE, Kali Linux, Amazon Linux, Rocky Linux. So what exactly the mean of Linux OS distributions? So let me go with simple point here. Let's say daily we are using the mobiles, right? Daily we are using the mobiles. So some, I mean to say some are using like Vivo, okay, Oppo, Realme, Redmi, Samsung, okay. So we are having the iPhone, okay. So we are having the number of phones, right? IQ mobiles we are having. So we are having the number of mobiles. Just try to compare like if the OS was the mobile, if the OS was the mobile, so these all are the different types of OSs. These all are the different types of OSs. If the OS was the mobile, these all are the different types, different flavors of the OS. Okay, don't remember all those things. We are having the number of distributions. That's what I have mentioned here. But don't remember all those things. We are not going to be work on all those things. But whatever I am going to highlight here, it was very important. In the current market, they are using that one. What are the OSs I am going to mention here? It was very important. So observe carefully. So the most important one was like Ubuntu, Amazon Linux, CentOS, and also Red Hat. So we are going to be work on this one. Red Hat, Ubuntu, CentOS, and also Amazon Linux. So just see here, our course, our course is going to be like around three, 3 to 4 months. Okay, our course is going to be around 3 to 4 months. Now, some days, some days we are going to be work on with Ubuntu. Some days we are going to be work with Amazon Linux. Some days we are going to be work with Red Hat. Some days we are going to be work with CentOS. Okay, so you guys can able to understand like how we are going to be work with different platforms. Okay, so we should have the idea regarding on functionality of different OS distributions. Don't worry, no problem. There is no difference. So we are having only the modules difference. So I'm not going to be mentioned here. If I am going to mention the modules as well, so you are going to be completely confused. So don't worry, it's going to be very pin to pin clear for all of you. So I'm going to deliver that one. Ignore that one as of. Clear for all of you about the Linux OS distributions here. Linux OS distributions. Clear for all of you. Great. That's great. Next, after this, what we are having? Linux architecture. So, this slide was very important, and also you are going to get some interview questions from this slide as well. Okay. So, if you are not getting any point, at any point you can ask. Okay. If you are not getting any point, please raise the voice. No problem. You guys are having the unmute option. So, see here. So, in the Linux architecture, so the first phase was like hardware. So totally we are having 4 layers. So the first layer was about what? It's going to be the hardware. Now, what is meant by hardware here? What is meant by hardware? So see here. Let's say this is my laptop. This is my laptop. Okay. So observe carefully. Observe carefully. This is my laptop. If we have connected any external devices, if we have connected any external devices, so such as printer, mouse, HDMI cable, DVD, so these all are the external devices, right? So we have let's say we have connected the Bluetooth, any external devices such as printer, mouse, HDMI cable, DVD, Bluetooth. So these all are the external devices, right or not? So these information are going to be stored on where? These information are going to be stored on the hardware. If we have connected any external devices, so such as printer, mouse, HDMI cable, DVD, Bluetooth, any external devices that are connected to your laptop, these information are going to be stored on the hardware. So clear for all of you, what is meant by hardware? Just try to confirm in chat box. If you are more interactive with me, you will get the more clarity. That's for sure. Hardware. Next, great. So after hardware, what we are having? We are having kernel. What we are having here? After hardware, what we are having? We are having the kernel. Now, what is meant by kernel? Kernel is nothing but again the same example. Let's say this is my laptop. This is my laptop. Observe carefully. This is my laptop. So if we have connected, I mean to say, in our laptop, we guys are having the hardware components. We guys are having the hardware components. Again, in my laptop, I'm having the software components. What we are having here? We are having the software components. Now, what exactly the mean of hardware components as well as software components here? What exactly the mean of hardware components as well as software components here? So let's say hardware components are in the sense of which we can able to see, which we can able to touch, are nothing but the hardware components. It means, so let's say keyboard, I can able to see, I can able to touch. Mouse, I can able to see, I can able to touch. Monitor, I can able to see, I can able to touch. Okay, so we are having the CPU, we are having the RAM, also we are having motherboard. So these all are the hardware components which we can able to see, which we can able to touch. Okay, again in our laptop I'm having some software components which we can't see, guys, which we can't see, such as softwares, bin files. I can able to see the file, but inside the file one software will be run, so those software we can't see. Okay, so remember when the hardware components are communicating with the software components, or when the software components are communicating with the hardware components, then only your laptop is going to be run, otherwise it will not run. Okay, when the hardware components and then software components are communicating with each other, then only your laptop will run, otherwise it will not run. Okay, now here my question was like, who will providing the communication between them? Who will provide the communication between them? So ultimately, kernel. Kernel is the reason to provide the communication between hardware components as well as software components in our laptop. So most of the people are going to be get confused here only. They are going to get the confused between OS as well as kernel. Now, OS, what it will do? It will provide the interface between human as well as machine. What exactly the kernel will do? It will provide the communication between hardware components as well as software components. So in interview, they are going to ask you like, what is the difference between OS as well as kernel? OS will provide the interface between human as well as machine. Kernel will provide the communication between hardware components as well as software components. Clear for all of you about the kernel? After kernel, what we are having? We are having shell. What we are having here? We are having the shell. Now, what is meant by shell? What is meant by shell here? So observe carefully. Let's say this is my laptop. Okay, this is my laptop. In my laptop, I'm having command prompt. What we are having here? We are having the command prompt. Now I'm going to execute one command. So don't remember this command. So I'm going to type one command. cd AWS I'm typing. Hit enter. The command was executed, right? Previously I used to at what in the access, but now I was at AWS. So I'm going to type one more time. So I was at access. Right now my cursor was at access. cd I'm typing AWS. Now my cursor was at where? In the AWS. Right or not? So it means my command was executed. So basically where your command was executed, it was executed on the shell part. So ultimately shell is nothing but the place where your commands are executing. The place where your commands are executing are nothing but what? It's going to be the shell. The place where your commands are executing are nothing but what? It's going to be the shell. Now after shell, what we are having? We are having the application. So this was a final layer. After shell, what we are having here? We are having the application. Now, what is meant by application? What is meant by application? So application is nothing but the place where your applications are present, are nothing but application. Let's say this is my laptop. In my laptop, I am having the Zoom, right? It's an application. It was present on the application part. Okay, so in my laptop, I am having the VLC Media, Visual Studio Code. So these all are the applications only. These application, nothing but the apps. Okay, these apps are placed on where? It was placed on the application part. So clear for all of you about these four layers that are present in the OS? Hardware, kernel, shell, as well as application. Now, let me recap it one more time. So what we have discussed till now. So first, what I have discussed, I have discussed about the OS. Now, what is meant by OS? OS is nothing but what? Which provides the interface between human as well as machine. Okay. So after this, we have discussed about like Linux, right? So Linux is a free and open source operating system with high security. Also, after this, we have discussed about like what Linux OS distribution. So we are having the Red Hat, Debian, CentOS, Fedora, OpenSUSE. So we are having the things. So after this, we have discussed about the types of OSs. So we are having like Windows, Mac, Ubuntu. Okay. So after this, we have discussed about like architecture of OS. So this was the architecture of your OS. So can anyone, what is meant by hardware here? Anyone? What is meant by hardware? So whether it is right or wrong, so just for interaction only, I'm going to ask you, what is meant by hardware? Don't type, you can unmute and say, no problem. Okay, great. So after hardware, what we are having? We are having the kernel. Now what is meant by kernel? Don't type, don't type. You are typing some
Acts as in it it creates a communication between hardware component and software
perfect. So after
sorry sir, hardware I was able to answer, like hardware, like whatever we see if we connect mouse or anything, that
information are going
crucial
to receive.
information goes to the hardware. Yeah.
Great. So after kernel, what we are having? We are having the shell. Now what is meant by shell? What is meant by shell? Shell is nothing but the place where your commands are executing. And
Yeah.
nothing but what? It's going to be the shell.
Shell
After shell,
application.
what we are having? We are
Application.
having the application. Now, what is meant by application? The place where your applications are present and nothing but application. Clear? Done. So, all clear for all of you. Just try to confirm in chat box. So, at least mention these points. Clear? Everyone. Great. Next. See here. Let's say from the first, I'm talking about the server. Right or not? Server is nothing but a laptop. Okay. Now, here my question was like, who will provide me the server? So I'm talking about server. Right or not? Now here my question was like, who will provide me the server? Will provide the server. Who will provide the server? So ultimately, we are having cloud providers. Cloud providers. Who will provide me the server? We are having the cloud providers. So in the market, majorly we are having 3 cloud providers. Can anyone? In the market, majorly we are having 3 cloud providers. Can anyone?
Yeah, Azure, AWS,
AWS,
and
yeah,
GCP.
Azure and
GCP.
GCP. So what is the full form of AWS?
Amazon Web Services.
Amazon Web Services. So who was the owner of AWS? Amazon.
Amazon.
Next. So Azure. Who was the owner of Azure?
Microsoft.
Microsoft. So what is the full form of GCP?
Google.
Yeah, Google Cloud
Cloud Platform.
Platform.
Perfect. What was that? Google Cloud Platform. Who was the owner of Google? I mean to say GCP.
Google.
Great. Now let's say, let me give one scenario. Suddenly I want to book a mobile. So if I want to book a mobile, majorly I am having 2 e-commerce applications. So what are they? If I want to book a mobile, I am having 2 e-commerce applications. What are they?
Amazon. Flipkart.
Amazon or Flipkart. Okay. So totally I have chosen the Amazon. So if I want to book a mobile on the Amazon, so first I should have an account in the Amazon, right or not? Without account we can't book the mobile, right? Either if you go with the Flipkart, you should have the account first. Without account, you can't book the mobile. In the same manner, so server will be provided by the cloud providers. So if I want to create a server in the AWS, I should have one account. If I want to create a server in the Azure, I should have one account. If I want to create a server in the GCP, I should have one account. I should have one account. So without account, we can't create the server. Without account, we can't create the server. Now, but I want to learn the Linux, I want to learn the DevOps without account. It is going to be the possible one or not? So 100% it is going to be the possible. Okay. But remember, at the end, we are going to learn all the all the DevOps tools, all the Linux in the account only. As of now, we are not having any accounts, right? In upcoming classes, I will guide you like how to create the accounts. If you are already having means, so that's perfect. If you are not having means, I am going to create the account lively. No problem. See that video and create yourself. I am going to create the account lively. As of now, I am not going to create any account. So some days we are going to learn the Linux. From the open source site. So this is not about the site, guys. Okay. So this is the server only. Whatever the commands I am going to type, this was same as in the server. There is no even single letter different. Okay. So assume like I'm learning in the server only, not in the site. Assume like I'm learning in the server only, not on the site. Just try to open your browser. And search for killercoda.com. So don't open right now. So just try to listen the class. After the class, you guys are going to get the video which was lifetime access for you. Okay. Don't write any notes while I am teaching. Listen the class. After the class, you will get the video. Okay. See the video, write your notes only. And also remember, I am going to provide the notes on the drive. I will provide my notes. Okay. If you wanna follow that notes, you can follow. or if you wanna write your own notes, you can write. No problem. It's up to you. Okay. Now search for killercoda.com. So you will get the interface like this. So I'm going to type one more time killercoda.com. Okay. Now click on the playgrounds. Scroll down. Ubuntu 24.04. So this was the Ubuntu server. So log in with the Google, no problem. So ultimately, we have logged in with the server. I'm going to repeat one more time. So assume like I am learning in the server, not on the site. Whatever the commands I am going to type, it was same as in the server. There is no even single word different. Now, see here. Let's say this is my laptop. This is my laptop. In our laptop, if you want to create a file, so how we are going to create? Can anyone? I want to create the file. Now, how we are going to create? So, how we are going to create? Right click,
Old,
new,
yeah.
folder or file.
Yeah.
So, this was a file. This is the way to create the file. Now, in the same manner, if you want to create a file in the server, you want to create a file in the server, so the command will be touch. What is the command here? Touch. Touch is the command to create a file. So touch and then file name. So totally I want to create a file called DevOps. What is the command here? Touch DevOps. So touch is the command to create a file and then file name. So I have given the DevOps, but if you want to give your name, you can give touch Ravi, hit enter. Touch Raju, hit enter. Touch Ravi, hit enter. So totally we have created some files here. We have created what? We have created the DevOps, Ravi, Raju. So totally I have created 2 times Ravi. Yeah. Okay, no problem. So we have created the files. Okay, so if you are getting the screen was clear, just try to give the Control L or clear. Anything is fine. So it will clear. Now totally I have created some files. I want to cross verify whether my file was created or not. I want to cross verify whether my file was created or not. So how we are going to verify? By giving the command called ls. Is the command here? ls. Hit enter. So ultimately I am having DevOps Raju Ravi. So I am having the file system. So which was the default file? Let me remove that. So I will explain. So as of now, what we have created? We have created the DevOps file, Raju file, as well as Ravi file. So what is the command to create a file, guys?
ls file touch.
Touch. Touch is the command to create a file. Now I want to cross verify whether it was created or not. I want to cross verify whether it was created or not. Simply we can see the list of files at ls, or we can able to see the ll as well. So ls is nothing but short list which you will get only the file names. LL is nothing but long list which you can able to see the full information of that file. So basically this was the type of the file. So this was the user permissions. So this was the group permissions. This was the other permission. So owner group. So don't remember all those things. So I'm going to explain this concept was very in depth in upcoming classes. As of now, Just try to concentrate on the commands, how we are going to create the files. So let me write the notes in front of you only. Okay. So what is the command to create a file? Touch. Touch is the command to create a file. Touch and then file name. So this is the way to create a file. To create a file. Now I want to cross verify whether it was created or not. How we are going to verify? By giving the LL. LL is nothing but what? Short list. So long list, right?
Long list, yeah.
Long list. Now, or LS. LS is nothing but what?
Short list.
To see the files. To see the list of files. Okay.
Yeah. One question here. So, where the files will be created, in our local machine, or it will be in the server?
It will be in the server. So we are typing on the server. So it is going to be
Okay.
created on the server. Yeah. Now, so totally this is a way to create the single server. I mean, it is a single file. But I want to create the multiple files. So if I have given the touch DevOps, it was created one DevOps file. Now I want to create AWS, Azure, GCP at a time. At a time I want to create. So if you want to create the multiple files at a time, just try to mention the spaces. AWS space, Azure space, GCP. So this is the way to create multiple files. Create multiple files. Now let us try to do that one. Touch AWS, Azure, GCP space. Hit enter. It was created. Now I want to cross verify whether it was created or not. How we are going to verify that one?
LS.
LS or double L.
Yeah. So I'm having AWS, Azure as well as GCP. Previously we used to have only the DevOps, Raju, Ravi, but now I'm having AWS, Azure along with GCP. Now this is a way to create the multiple files. But I want to create the series of files. Series in the sense of, let's say I want to create TCS1, TCS2, TCS3, TCS4, and so on, TCS5. So if it was 5 files means I can able to type the TCS5 and I'm going to mention the touch here. But what if I want to create 10 files? What if I want to create 50 files? What if I want to create 100 files? I want to create the series of files. Okay. So observe carefully. So touch is the command to create the file. That's for sure. Okay. Now the series that you want to start with. I want to start with the series TCS. Now open the braces. Open the braces. Now give the range. So I want to start with 1. Double dot 10. So close the brace. That's it. It will create 10 files. To create TCS 10 files. Now let us try to do it lively. Touch TCS 1 double dot 10. So hit enter. Now give the ls. I'm having TCS 10 files. You have given 100 means, so it will create 100 files. If you have given 50 means, it will create 50 files. It will be created. And also remember, by mistakenly you have given 3 dots. So say touch Infosys 1 triple dot 10 I have given. So what will happen, by using this name? So ultimately it will read under a name. By using this name, it will create one file. Verify that one. So touch Infosys 1 triple dot I have given. Wantedly I have given triple dot. Now give the ls. By using that name, it will create one file. By mistakenly, I have given single dot. What will happen, Again, it will create one file. So if you have given 2 dots, it will create the multiple files now. So if the screen was clear, what you are going to do? Control L at a time or clear. Anything is fine. Now give the ls. I am having Infosys 10 files now. Clear for all of you? How to create the single file, how to create the multiple files, also how to create the series of files. So we have verified that like file was created or not. So clear for all of you. Basically, these files are going to be stored on the server, not on our laptop. Clear?
So for multiple files, like not the series one, just for the multiple files, we need to use the touch command only, touch names. That's it, right?
Yeah, touch and then names.
Yeah.
So totally I have seen like how we are going to create the file. But now I want to remove a file. Nothing but I want to delete a file. So if you
RM
want to,
file name.
yeah, if you want to delete a file, so we are going to use RM. RM is nothing but remove. So the file that you want to remove. So I want to remove the file was like GCP. Previously, if I have given the ls, I am having the GCP. Now remove GCP, hit enter, it was removed. Now I want to cross verify whether it was removed or not. How we are going to verify that one? ls, right? ls.
Yeah,
So simply you can see the list of files. So if you observe, there is no GCP
GCP.
file. So this is the way to remove the single file. But if you want to remove the multiple files, again the command will be the same. RM. So I want to remove the AWS. I want to remove the Azure. Hit enter. I mean to say tab. So remember, if you are giving the tab means, so it will print the full name of that file. Azure tab. So D tab. It will print the full name. Tab button. So if you don't want to write the full name, you the starting of that particular file name. I mean, starting a letter of that particular file. Tab button will print the full name of that file. So totally it
So
was
if we have multiple files with the same name, like Infosys we have, right?
yeah.
So
Then it will print up to Infosys. See, I tab button up to Infosys it will be print. In Infosys we are having number of. So now you can able now you are going to type the name of that.
then
Yeah. Up to Infosys it will be print. Infosys 9. So TCS T tab only TCS. Later name of that. So hit enter. Now it was removed. So it was removed the AWS, Azure, DevOps, Infosys 9, TCS 5. Now give the ls. So I'm not having any AWS, Azure, DevOps, Infosys 9, TCS 5. This is the way to create the, I mean to say to remove the multiple files. But I want to remove the series of, I want to remove the series of. So if you observe, instead of giving touch, I am giving RM. It is going to be removed. Instead of touch, I am giving RM. RM is nothing but what? Rem. So see, if you want to remove the series of files, RM, the series that are starting with. So I want to remove the Infosys star. Remember, wherever you are seeing as a star. So if you are seeing the star in AWS, if you are seeing the star in Azure, if you are seeing the star in GCP or DevOps, so star will represent all, every. Star will represent what? All, every. So instead of giving the Infosys star, I can able to give the I star. So what was the meaning of this I star? Remove the all files that are starting with the I. Remove the all files that are starting with the I. I can also give the IN star. Remove the all files that are starting with IN. I can also give the INF. Remove the all files that are starting with the INF. So I can able to give the I star now, right? Hit enter. It was removed all the I files. There is no Infosys files now. Okay. So I'm going to create some files. Touch text. I am giving text. Next Teja. I'm giving like this. Now I'm having. I want to remove all the T files. So what will happen? So it will remove the TCS files, Teja file, text file, text file also it will be removed. But I want to remove only TE files. So then what is the command? I want to remove only TE files.
RM
Rep
T star.
TE star. So it will remove only TE files, but it will not remove
TCS no.
the series that you want to remove. Okay. I am not having any text, Teja. But I am having TCS. So why? Because I have removed the files that are starting with the T. Removed star. Now, if you wanna remove all the files irrespective of the file name, let's say touch, AWS, Azure, DevOps, GCP. I'm having the multiple files. If you observe, irrespective of the file name, I want to remove all the files. So then, what is the command? Irrespective of the file names, I want to remove all the files. RM star. So star will represent what? All, every, right? Will represent all the files. This is going to remove all the files. Hit enter. There is no files now. Clear for all of you? So it was very basic point. So which was important also. Okay. Now let me recap it one more time. What we have discussed till now. Okay. So what is meant by OS, guys? Can anyone? What is meant by OS?
Acts as an interface between the user and the hardware.
User and the hardware. Great. So after this, we have discussed about the types of OSs. So name some types of OSs here. Windows, Mac, Ubuntu, right? So after this, we are having the OS distributions. Red Hat, Ubuntu, CentOS, Fedora. We are
Yeah.
having. So after this, we are having like OS architecture. So in the OS architecture, totally how many layers I am having?
4.
4 layers. So what are they? Hardware. First one is about
Hardware,
the hardware. Now
kernel,
what?
shell.
Yeah, great. Hardware, kernel, shell, application. What is meant by hardware? Any external devices such as printer,
Is
mouse, HDMI cable. So those information are going to be stored on the hardware. So after
hardware,
hardware, what we are having? We are having the kernel. Now what is meant by
kernel.
kernel?
Um, it it creates a communication between hardware component and software component.
But the communication between hardware component. So after kernel, what we are having? Shell. Now what is meant by shell?
Where
A
we
place where
execute commands.
yeah. So totally I have executed number of commands, right? So these commands was executing on the shell part. After this, we have discussed about the application. Application in the sense the place where your applications are. Next, after this, we have discussed about like how to create. So what is the command to create a file?
Touch.
Touch. So touch and then file name. So I want to cross verify whether it was created or not.
LS.
LS. So now what is meant by LS here?
It will display all the list of files which have been created.
Short. What is meant by LL?
LL is a
Long.
long list.
So I want to remove a file. So then what is the command?
RM. RM file name.
So I want to remove all the files at a time.
RM star.
So guys, so that's it from mine for today. So if you are having any doubts over this session, you can ask. So as we are in the starting, so I'm going to go very slow. If you are, I mean to say, you are Once we are in, like, so after completion of Linux, we are going to be in very advanced and then fast. So as of now, if you are having any doubts, you can ask. Any doubts from this class?
Sir, when we will be installing this Linux or start practicing?
Right. Don't install anything on your laptop. If you are installing something on your laptop are going to be get slow. Okay. So we are going to use our accounts. We are going to create the servers. We are going to install the tools on the accounts. Nothing but in the servers. Like clear? So I will guide
Yes.
you how. Yeah. I will guide you like how to create the accounts, how to create the server, how to install the tools in that server. No, we are not going to install on our laptop. If you install, your laptop is going to be very slow. Don't install. Also, I'm not going to tell how to install the tools in the local laptop. Okay. So we are going to install on the servers in real time. Also, we are going to install on the servers only. We are going to be work on the servers only. So any alternative doubts as well as concerns, guys? Okay then. Bye. See you on the next class. So remember, our sessions are going to be like this only from A1 to till the end. Okay. So just try to get the videos from the admin team, and also I'm going to provide the notes for you. Okay. So if you want to write your notes, so just try to go through the video and then pause the video and then write the notes. No problem. Okay then. Bye all. Have a nice day.